What's up, guys? Wanted to give you guys an update of where we are so far. I've got the tubs welded in and nice and blended out right here. I'm gonna run seam sealer, even though I welded the majority of the tub, just to give it that nice smooth finish and cover up any areas I couldn't get. There is some, deep in the tub up here towards the top that I couldn't reach, so I'll end up doing seam sealer all the way around. I got the insides tacked because I will be cutting the majority of that. But where I wanted to show you guys is the notch cover is just a little too wide. The notch cover measures about 45 inches and my clearance from inner tub to inner tub is like 43 1/4. So we got about 1 3/4 inches that I got to cut out of this thing. So I just marked the edges. They have flanges on them, which kind of sucks because I wanted to keep those. But that's not a big deal. What I'll end up doing is cutting it, and then I'll re-weld some sheet metal to the end. That way I have the flanges. That way it gives me something to weld to, and I don't have to cut the notch or I don't have to cut the tubs as high to fit this notch in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and then get that fit up in there so I can outline where I need to cut on the tubs, and then as well as where I need to cut on the bed floor. And then I can cut the bed floor out, get the notch set in there, and then tack everything up. That way we're ready for some seam sealer. I got that coming in today or tomorrow, one of these 2 days. So then I can go ahead and seam seal the whole bed, and then the bed will be ready for install. I need to do a couple of things over here before I put the bed on. Go ahead and run the brake line, change the diff cover. We got a new one, nice billet one. And then hook the brakes back up, and then the bed's ready to go back on. And then it just literally a couple of wires, a couple of plugs. Everything pretty much wires back up into this bulkhead, which is nice and easy. Makes my life simple. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead and time lapse this cut and then get this fit up so you guys can see, and I'll be back to you guys shortly. All right, so now that we're all cut to size, I got it fitting up pretty nice. The next thing we need to do is measure center. I should have done it already, but center of the notch cover and center of the tubs, so that way I can get this placed front to back centered. And then from there, I can outline all the way around, both sides. Go ahead and mark across, front and back, and then measure, because there's a flange on the bottom side of this. What I'll do is I'll measure the flange, so that way I cut inside of that mark that I made. So basically, say the flange is 1 inch, I'll mark this, and then I'll mark 1 inch inside of that, mark that all the way across, cut that out. And then same with the sides. I'll do the same flange so that I have on the bottom as well on the sides. So the lip that I'll actually cut out, the groove I'll actually cut out will be 1 inch smaller than what is marked here. That's a quick and easy little trick to help you from obviously not cutting too big and then ruining the piece of material. If I didn't cut it at that line, that wouldn't be a problem because I could still tack that together, but the goal is to not make extra work, so that's why I'm going to do it how I'm going to do it. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and find centers and put you back on time lapse, get everything all marked out, ready to cut and tack and whatnot. to the channel, guys. We're back on the NBS build. I am going to focus on finishing up getting the cutout done, as well as adding a flange back to this notch cover to go ahead and give it a little bit more structure and a little area to weld to, so I don't have exposed weld seams or tacks on the outside here. It'll all be on the inside. Makes for a lot cleaner look, less to grind down, and just overall better look. So I'll go ahead and start with that. I'm gonna clean some of the shop up real quick, and then I'll put you guys on a time lapse. All right, guys, quick chat about what tool I was just using in the video. It's the Aris, whatever, metal hole punch set. I bought it on Amazon, got a killer deal on it. I think I spent maybe like 30 bucks. But what's cool about this thing is it's, so obviously a metal punch. It doesn't leave the issues with the, like the slag or whatever on the back of the drill. When you drill a hole that you commonly get. Punch is nice and smooth. There's all kinds of different sizes that you can use. I mean, you got a 9/32 right here. So perfect for doing spot welds. And it's nice and easy. If you adjust it right, it makes it pretty easy to punch holes. There's a depth gauge on here, so you can figure out how far you want to go in and set it continuously. And yeah, I mean, I kind of went a little crazy with holes, but that's fine because I'm gonna grind them all flush and you won't be able to tell when I'm done. So yeah, there's this little setup. These I drilled with the hole just because I did a little bit bigger of a hole. But yeah, now we're gonna get the notch cover in there and start laying some tacks down. And then from there, I'll be able to go ahead and seam seal everything. All right, guys, so now that I got it welded, I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So I just put a bunch of holes in the tub, and then now what I'll go do is grind all that back down. The lips were a little bit off, so I'll grind those down flush, make sure it looks all good. And then let me show you the other side. And also, like I said, now you don't have any sort of tacks on the outside. These are from where I put the flanges on. Those will get covered, but yeah, there you go. So then I'll trim the lip off, those flanges on the actual notch cover, and then I need to go ahead and weld all across these, which I'll do that as well. I gotta clamp every single one because the floor is a little bit off. It's got a little bit of a bow in it from where I cut it, so we'll get that all squared away.